She swung the door open like she owned the place. "What do you want, parasite?" "I'll call the police," she snapped, her manicured fingers clutching the doorframe. I just smiled steady, calm. "Go ahead," I said, "if you can." Then I stepped past her, dragging my suitcase across the wooden floor of the house I'd built, the same house she now claimed as hers. Her husband froze mid-sip, coffee halfway to his lips. Her in-laws sat near the fireplace, faces twisting in confusion. I didn't stop until I reached the middle of the room, where sunlight poured in through the wide window and framed me against the mountain view, like a painting. Slowly, I turned to face them. "Make yourselves comfortable," I said quietly. "It's going to be your last evening here." It wasn't always like this. There was a time when my sister, Sana, was my whole world. She was 2 years younger, delicate, dependent, always needing a hand. I paid her college fees, her rent, even covered her wedding expenses. When she married Fared, she told me, "You're my biggest blessing, Isa." And I believed her. After our parents died, I bought this mountain lodge, a quiet escape, a place to breathe air untouched by betrayal. I'd sent her photos of the snow-covered pines, the warm fire, the view from the porch. She'd always reply, "I'll visit someday." I didn't know she already had. The betrayal came softly, almost invisible at first, an unpaid tax notice addressed to Mrs. Sana Fared at my mountain address. At first, I thought it was a mistake. But then I checked the property records. The title deed had been transferred months ago. Signed by me, or so it seemed. My signature, but not my hand. I remember sitting at my desk, staring at the papers, my pulse pounding as the truth settled in like creeping frost. She'd forged it. Used old scans from when I'd helped her with her visa forms. She stole my identity, took my lodge, and shoved me out of the home I built. No confrontation, no dramatic fight, just silence. That's when I made my decision. If she wanted my peace, I'd take hers. I started quietly. I hired one lawyer, then another, someone who understood discretion. Together, we traced everything: the fake documents, the forged signatures, the witnesses she bribed. We built the case slowly, carefully, brick by brick, solid and unseen. While she was posting photos online of her new retreat, I was setting the trap. I let her get comfortable, let her repaint, redecorate, rename it as Haven, and then I waited. 3 months later, I came back with everything. Court orders, reversal documents, and police authorization, the very call she once dared me to make. "Call them," I said again, my voice calm. She didn't move. Her in-laws shifted nervously. Fair set down his cup. "This house was transferred illegally," I told them. "Forgery, theft, identity fraud. Want me to explain the rest, or should the officers handle it?" Sana went pale. "You're lying," she whispered. I reached into my coat and pulled out the envelope. The golden court seal glimmered under the light. I dropped it on the coffee table. The sound cut through the silence like a crack of thunder. "Read it," I said. Fared picked it up, scanning the pages. His eyes started, his throat tightening as he turned toward her. "Sana, what is this?" She stuttered, words falling apart in her mouth. I did it for us, he barked. "You stole your sister's house?" Her in-laws stood abruptly, red-faced, muttering under their breath before leaving the room. I didn't stop them. I just watched as the scene unfolded, her panic, his disgust. The sound of her perfect world shattering. "You won't get away with this," she hissed, trembling. I leaned in, my voice steady and cold. "You already didn't. The police arrived within the hour, not for me, but for her." They handed her the repossession notice. Everything was officially back in my name. She had 1 week to move out. She sank onto the couch, sobbing, calling my name like it still meant something. I didn't answer. I just stood by the window, watching snow fall gently over the pines. My pines again. When they were finally gone, silence filled the house. I walked through each room, tracing my fingers along the walls. The furniture she changed. Her perfume still lingered, sweet, shallow, fading. I opened the windows, letting the cold mountain air rush in. People like to say revenge doesn't bring peace. They're wrong. It does when it's clean, when it's earned. She took what wasn't hers. I simply took it back with interest. Now, when I sit by the fire at night, I think about that moment at the door, her calling me a parasite, and I smile. Because parasites live by feeding off others. But me? I rebuild. I outlast. And I always come back.